shadows on the ground. Whispers of the cold wind, they sing stories of grief. Red eyes stare from the top of the abyss. Black wings of silence, they tell stories never seen before. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weights of endless secrets. The eternal cry of the dead, echoes of despair. Sharp beak brings with it the harbinger of doom. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weights of endless secrets. There is no light in this corner, only the glow on the balcony. What does it reveal to those who see it? The truth is that no one believes. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weights of endless secrets. There is no light in this corner, only the glow on the balcony. What does it reveal to those who see it? The truth is that no one believes. There's no light in this corner, only the glow on the balcony. What in the darkness? To those who see it, the truth is that no one believes.
All our times have come. Here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Valentine is done. Here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, women every day. And Juliet, women every day. Like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Good afternoon, my beautiful crime family. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. It's really cold out here. I mean, and close to minus 40 degrees last night. So I think it got down to minus 37 or something. So yeah, pretty dang cold. I want to say hi to the crime fam because I want to get this going. This is kind of a spur of the moment jump in because this could, I don't know, people. You need to listen to this. Okay. Eddie, good to see you. I hope Norris, good to see you. Mouse, good to see you. Mish Girl, good to see you. Amy, good to see you. Sherry, good to see you. Meg, good to see you. Twizzle, good to see you. Twiz, you need to look at this, man. Maybe you can do some investigating in between here and tonight or something, because this is pretty crazy, dude. And Randy, good to see you, brother. And Green Electric Mama Blog, good to see you. And Twiz Clone, good to see you. Ruby, good to see you. And Squishy, good to see you. And Carla, good to see you. And Cryptic, good to see you. And to everybody up there, good to see you. Okay. I don't know what to say here, folks. I really do not know what to say on this. But how about if I told you, and maybe you already know about this, but how about if I told you there was very intelligent, very intelligent people, like PhD type people that are in a cult based out of San Francisco that I've been doing killings. A transgender cult that are vegan. They're all vegan. You got to watch it yourself, people, because watch the dates. Listen to the dates of when shit went down, because this is crazy as hell. Yeah, Twiz, it's crazy, dude. The dates. You guys are going to get blown away here. And remember what he said about, was there, he asked the question, was there anybody else arrested? I hate that when it does this.
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day one.
Oh, hold on. Stupid ads. Oh, sorry about this, people. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's acting really.
I want to start off by acknowledging.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, check this out. Folks.
Just how confusing
And this
case is.
And it's Nor Jasmine, and she put this out 2 hours ago. She's really good. You guys should subscribe to her and definitely like the video. Yeah, meet the Zizians, a killer trans vegan cult. Listen to this shit, people.
backstory is pretty heavy, complex, and hard to follow. A group that some have described to be highly intelligent, transgender, vegan individuals known as the Zizians. Lesotho leads a group called the Zizians. Others have described as a cult.
The Zizians are a small group of well-educated computer whizzes and devout vegans.
Members are facing charges in connection to other killings across the country.
It almost sounds like it's been written by AI. It's so unbelievable.
But colder covered, do we really know that? Do we really know that? Do we really know if he's trans or not? And did he have connections to this place? Just listen to this. Give this a shot, because it's gonna blow you away.
To be very bizarre, he pretended to be dead. The staff had to hold him up for the photo.
Yeah, well, there is a lot to unpack here.
The allegations are true. There was an extremist cult killing people for several years, and federal authorities completely missed the seriousness of this.
Yes, hear
Today
her
I
out.
want to talk about the Zizians. Of course, they're all like geniuses in their mind. They're like in computer science. They went to really good schools.
They went to really good schools. They're very intelligent people, and they're vegan, trans. Listen to them.
They're
Listen to this.
transgender. They're vegan. They're afraid of AI, and they're killers. So it really is a lot going on with the Zizians. Like, they really are zizzing out. They're zizzing out. I hate myself. I love myself. I'm dramatic. I'm Zizian. Although there were lots of murders leading up to the last murder that we know of, it really only started getting attention when the last incident happened, which was on January 20th, 2025, which was also Inauguration Day in the United States, when members of the Zizian cult got into a gun battle, basically, with the Border Patrol, and one Border Patrol agent died, and one of the Zizians died as well. From there, it was like insanity, because they started to be connections to other states and other murders and other things. And then it was like 6 deaths in 3 states, and 3 of the members are on the run now and will take their.
And I'm not really saying that Kohlberger is trans. He could be. I'm sure he wouldn't advertise it. Some people don't want to advertise that kind of thing. And if he's in some kind of a cult, but could he have connections to those people because of the vegan thing? Just hear me out and hear this girl out, because the dates and stuff that happened is really crazy.
Their death. And then I was reading that after this gun battle, I don't know why I keep saying gun battle, it sounds dramatic, but I mean, technically that's what it was. The shootout, okay, if whatever, once that happened, I'm getting angry. Once that happened, they searched the car that they were in, and they found many crazy things, weapons, all kinds of like shit, including tons of electronic devices, including cell phones that were wrapped in foil. And I said, oh dear.
Yeah. Hey, Heather, let me see, where did I see that? Oh yeah, I know it's not just because of the vegan thing. I know that. I know that. But you need to listen to all this.
That I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do now. I have to make a video about this. So that's what I'm doing. So let me tell you something. This video is sponsored by Classy Network. And now I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, this is perfect for you. You're so classy. That's true, but it's not what you think it is. It's about boobs. No, but seriously. So Classy Network, they make these tops. I don't know if you can see.
Oh wait, let me get past this.
Down and access the other one, and through partial sleep, which really is just sleep deprivation. Now this blog, it's miserable to read. It's just a lot of long
Oh,
rambling
okay. Wait a minute.
sentence from the university is actually from Alaska.
From
Ziz's
Alaska.
name
Listen to this.
at birth was Jack Lasota, and Jack was born in Fairbanks, Alaska in 1991. And then in 2013, Jack graduated from the University of Alaska Fairbanks with a computer
Now remember, this is all like computer science people, PhD stuff people. This is all very smart people.
science degree. Ziz had a blog, and in that blog, Ziz identifies as a transgender male to female and uses female pronouns. So that's what I'll be doing. Excuse me if I mess it up, but basically, Ziz wrote in this blog post
Of the Bay
"I moved to
Area.
the Bay Area for proximity to the tech industry, which I considered sort of my destiny." Now, this blog, it's miserable to read. It's just a lot of long rambling sentences, run out long ass paragraphs. Like it's too much, and especially because it's like kind of at times incoherent, and the jargon that they're using, I don't know. But I read enough of it to make this video. It's starting to get weird. This is like part of this rationalist online community. It's during this time with this community that Ziz meets one of the OG members of the cult, and that is Gwen Danielson. That is the name that Gwen is also transgender female, uses female pronouns, and goes by the name Gwen. So you've got Ziz and Gwen. So Gwen, she believes in this theory called the timeless decision theory. It's a rationalist belief that human decisions are mathematically quantifiable and the effects of these decisions can also be calculated. But then they go farther and they believe, especially Gwen, even did this demonstration to the rationalists, which did not go over well. That's when they kind of were like, you guys are too much. But basically this idea that there's two hemispheres of the brain and you can shut one down and access the other one, and through partial sleep, which really is just sleep deprivation, and a tactic that would then be accused that Ziz used to manipulate her followers. Oh my God, this fucking shit. I'm going to fuck it up so bad. Like I can barely talk normal. Now they're giving me names, two names, and pronouns, and I'm fucking it up. I'm sorry. Anyway, so where was I? Ziz, oh, the hemispheres. The part where the theory kind of goes off the rails for the rest of the rationalists is when they started believing that these two hemispheres kind of function independent of each other and can be at odds, quote, where they can even have different values and genders and often, quote, the desire to kill each other. So there's this crazy shit I found about these Zizian members in Poland, who one of them ended up like dying, and they think that this person took their own life or was somehow driven to this through the sleep deprivation. So I'll read you the quote. Okay. It says, a later anonymous blog post accused Ziz of using the technique as a form of sleep deprivation to manipulate followers. The post alleged partial sleep was used on a Zizian in Poland named Maya Pasek, who was born Chris Pasek and transitioned later in life. A post from Pasek's online alter ego, Squirrel in Hell, titled Decision Theory, and this word that they won't let me say on this platform, has been referenced as a possible word they won't let me say on this platform. Note, a 28-year-old named Chris Pasek died, why did I say it like that, in Slasky, Poland, probably said that wrong, a few weeks later, although SFGate could not confirm this was the same person. It's like, did this person do this based on this stuff, or, you know, is this nothing? I don't know, you decide, but I thought I would mention that. So anyway, it is also around this time that things start to go downhill for Ziz, because not only is Ziz now kind of being ostracized in this rationalist community, but Ziz is also not making it in Silicon Valley the way they thought they would. For example, they thought that they would work for the startup and be successful and everything. Instead, it's like they're saying that some of these startups are shady and they're getting fired and they're not actually able to make it. They're not actually able to now have a place to stay. Rent is so expensive in the Bay Area. And if you're not able to hold down a job, how the hell are you going to keep a place? And so it starts to get to the point where Ziz is, every time I say Ziz is, I don't know why it makes me laugh. So it's at this point now where Ziz decides to take things from online and go IRL in real life. And this is when Ziz and other members online of this rationalist community, they all decide to basically live together on this boat, and they call it the Rationalist Fleet. In 2017, Ziz and some associates sailed a rusty
Yes,
tugboat named Caleb
they
from
do.
Alaska to Half Moon Bay with plans to live rent-free on the water as part of what they called the Rationalist Fleet. One of the people that was on this fleet with Ziz was, again, Gwen. And they started to have issues. Like when I'm reading the blog post, they're talking about how Ziz felt that Gwen was a money vampire and was like even talking about killing Gwen. And at one point, Ziz writes, "We might as well try to kill each other right then and there." And how Ziz was thinking about attacking Gwen. Then in 2019, something happens. Okay. The OG Zizian cult members, Ziz, Gwen, and then now two more, Alexander Latham, who goes by Somni, and Amir Borhanian, who goes by Emma. So they decide that they're going to protest an event by these rationalists, and they go there. They're wearing these long black robes and tactical gear, and they're wearing those Guy Fawkes masks.
They're wearing long black robes. They wear those masks. Are you guys listening to this?
Masks like from V for Vendetta and stuff like that. They're doing all that with the gear, and then they show up in a school bus and a flatbed. They like pull up and block all the entrances and exits, and they're handing out flyers, and everyone there feels like they're stuck and trapped, like what's going on. So the cops get called. The sheriff then calls the SWAT team. They bring in an armored vehicle. They end up arresting all four of the Zizians. They end up getting arrested for trespassing and also child endangerment because it was like a children's camp or something. They may have been kids there when they were like blocking all the entrances and exits. In response to this, while this case was going on, the Zizians, they end up suing the sheriff, saying that they discriminated against them, they were anti-trans, and they were doing abusive things to them while they were in custody. So now you've got this criminal case against the four Zizians, and then they also have sued the sheriff, and those two things are happening at the same time. So now it is 2022, and something crazy is about to happen. Basically, Ziz is going to fake her death. What happens is this. Remember that boat that they brought down from Alaska that they were living on? Okay, this boat, it's like kind of like falling apart. It's all rusty and shit, and it's starting to sink. It basically sinks, and they have to leave. They end up abandoning this boat as it's like half sunken, and take the opportunity to report that Ziz was on the boat and Ziz fell overboard and Ziz is now missing, and oh my God, Ziz is dead. Emma, if you'll remember, Emma was one of the people who was involved in the protests and got arrested as well. Emma was the one who reported to the Coast Guard that Ziz fell overboard and was missing. And they searched for hours. They said it was calm seas, clear weather, and they found no trace of Ziz. And then Ziz's mother said that Ziz was dead. And then I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's not true. It didn't happen. They didn't die. Remember that video I did about Nicholas Alaverdian and how he faked his death, and the obituary he wrote? He clearly wrote it himself. It was like glowing. Okay. This is kind of that vibe. So the obituary here, this is fake obituary, but it says here, Jack Amadeus Lasota left our lives, but not our hearts, on August 19th after a boating accident. Loving adventure, friends and family, music, blueberries, biking, computer games, and animals, you are missed. To plant trees in memory, please visit Sympathy Store. So Ziz's friends and family are like, he died. And then even Ziz's lawyer in that case that was going on from the arrest was like, my client died in this tragic boating accident, so case closed. And that was supposed to be that, except it wasn't. Okay. Also, by the way, Gwen, the two hemisphere partial sleep person who was part of the thing, also somehow vanished and was rumored to have taken her own life, and the lawyer couldn't contact her. And even her lawyer was saying, I think she passed away. So They both faked their deaths. The truth was that Ziz was alive and well. This is what happened. When they were at this marina where they kept the boat, there was a person there who also had a boat and was a landlord who owned property in Vallejo, this area that is like 30 miles or so north of San Francisco. They spoke to Curtis, and Curtis let them know, hey, I have this trailer park, I have this land, and you can come move in there. And that's what they ended up doing. So Ziz and all the other Zizians went to Vallejo and they started living in this trailer. And then they got like a box truck and a van, and they started living in there, and they had a lot of weird shit. Neighbors said they were always like barely dressed as well, like walking around naked. Even if you look at this trailer park and you
walking around naked, people. And what was it on that case? They seen a naked person run out the door. These people walk around naked all the time. And this picture right here is from Google Earth. And you can see someone on Google Earth, someone in their underwear out here. That's crazy as fuck.
You look up the address on Google Maps, you can see there's someone there in just
right,
like underwear with a bunch of gas cans, like near a Prius.
That's crazy.
And they had a Prius. So if you think this is like one of the
they had
a
Prius. Now let's look at the Prius. Could this be mistaken if it was a white one? I don't know.
Like they
But
had
let's
all
keep
these
listening
wires
because this gets
that
really
were going
crazy.
in and out of these box trucks. They had them all like rigged up with fridge and microwave and everything. And they also had like a stretcher in there. And the people who were in this trailer park said that there was like 20 of them all cramped up on top of each other, living in these like box trucks. And they were referred to by the neighbors as a cult. They would just kind of like wear gas masks and these weird outfits and then talk to themselves and walk around. And then sometimes they would be naked and just walk around naked. I mean, the shit was weird. The problem wasn't all that. The problem was they weren't paying their rent. So Curtis was like, okay, I'm gonna evict you guys. So Curtis ends up going to court and he gets this eviction order. And this is when it starts to go bad, or should I say worse. When the Zizians found out that Curtis went to court and was trying to get them evicted, they like tried to intimidate him. One of the members went up there and was brandishing this knife, and that caused Curtis to purchase a gun for his safety because he was afraid. And in the court proceedings,
this is where it gets pretty crazy. Brandishing a knife. So keep track of all this stuff because it is. It's going to make you think.
Everything. The eviction order was dated November 15th. That was like the deadline. They had to either pay or leave by November 15th, 2000.
They had to leave by November 15th
and 22.
2022.
Well, on November 13th.
On November 13th, 2022.
2 days before they were supposed to be evicted if they didn't pay. They lured Curtis to the trailer park by basically telling him that there's a water leak. He needs to come check it out. And so Curtis goes there and he gets hit in the head or on the head by one of the members. And then they come at him and start stabbing him. He gets impaled with a samurai sword. Omni
starts stabbing him and with the samurai sword, people. Start stabbing him on the 13th of November 2022 with the samurai sword.
Somni is the one who
look at this guy with the big eyebrows
who impaled him with the sword.
Look at this guy.
And then Emma also was involved in the attack stabbing. They say that Ziz was there and involved. And in the process of the stabbing and stuff that was going on, Curtis has his gun. So Curtis ends up shooting Emma and Somni. Emma is killed. Somni is injured but alive. Curtis ends up, okay, not only did he get impaled, but he also got stabbed in the eye and lost his eye. He had to be hospitalized for a month. He's all fucked up, but he made it. He survived. He actually managed to kill one of them, and he survived, but he's missing an eye now and all this
Yep,
shit.
that's coming up,
According
Nene.
to the Zizians, Curtis was harassing them, and they were like just protecting themselves, and he was intimidating them, and he had been doing this for weeks and weeks, and it's not like what it seems. Emma, who was killed, was born Amir Borhanian in South Carolina.
Yes, it's the 13th, Calder covered. The 13th of November 2022. And they stabbed that dude with a samurai. All of them were stabbing him, and one had a samurai sword. Now remember what all happened at the 1122 and how the wounds were, and everybody has said it's probably like a machete or something. It has to be something different, and just, I mean, keep listening to this.
Carolina in 1991, and then Emma grew up in North Carolina. Emma was brilliant and very, very intelligent as a child, was computer programming by the 6th grade, and was diagnosed though with Asperger's when she was young. And then when Amir was 21, they transitioned to female and then went by Emma. And then when Emma was a teenager, she would like go through Google's code and look for mistakes, and then it would let them know what the mistakes were, and then Google would send Emma money for doing this as a teenager. And so Emma ended up working officially for Google just in the beginning as an apprentice and then as a programmer, and she even won awards. But then Emma got disillusioned with Google. She started saying they're corrupt, and she was really worried about AI and what they were doing with AI and everything like that. And then she started getting involved with the rationalist community, and that's how Emma met Ziz. And her friends, everyone say she was pretty like impressionable and trusting, which is a common theme you'll see with a lot of these people. And so she ends up becoming super loyal to Ziz and ends up in the situation where she's getting arrested for that protest in 2019. And now it's 2022, and she is stabbing this Curtis guy and getting shot and killed in the process of doing it. But because Emma was killed, and there's this California felony murder rule or law, they end up charging the other 2 survivors who are Zizians in the attack, but not Ziz, right? So one of them was called Dao, and the other one was Somni, were charged with murder in Emma's death, and they were also charged with attempted murder in Curtis's attack. Now, the weird thing is Ziz was not charged with anything. Police did confirm that Ziz was on the scene. They did not connect Ziz, this person that they met as Ziz, with Jack, who faked his death and was in this other court case, right? They didn't make this connection. This is a different person in their mind. And he's not charged with anything, nothing like that. While the other 2 Zizians are in prison or jail, awaiting their trial, they're in contact with Ziz. And Ziz is telling them to escape. Ziz reportedly encouraged Suri Dao to escape from jail, which prompted Dao to attempt to flee from her cell. And now she's been transferred to a state hospital awaiting trial. As for the other Zizian, who is Somni Lethem, so that's Somni's legal last name, was at a Vacaville hospital accompanied by a deputy when she feigned falling.
What I'm saying on this is, I think it should be at least looked into, because of the dates that this shit happened, what they used, the vegan thing. Was there a connection with Koberger? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not Koberger did it or anything like that, but could there be a connection there? Could he be involved in the cult? you know what I'm saying? He is different. It's something to look at here because this case is so crazy. And we looked at Linda Lane and we seen cloaks, we seen robes. You know, I'm just throwing it out there, and I think it should be at least investigated, whoever wants to do that. This is definitely something to talk about.
Asleep, the deputy went to use the restroom and Letha made him run for the door. She was quickly apprehended and charged with another felony for fleeing custody. A month after this attack on Curtis, some even crazier shit happens, okay? It is December 2022. It's actually New Year's Eve. And a ring camera in...
Good one. It's demonic. Didn't Enan go to the Bay Area, and he's a vegan too? Think of that, folks. Think of that right there. Didn't Enan go to the Bay Area? Yes, he did. He was doing those fire sticks, and he's a vegan too. You think he knows those people? You think he knows those people? I'm telling you, there's something could be here.
Catches the sound of a...
And I'm surprised that Jasmine here didn't catch the dates and look at those eyebrows and stuff. I'm because she just did a video on Kohlberger case, and I'm just surprised she didn't catch
car
this.
Pulling up to a home and screaming. One voice screams, "Mom," and then another voice screams, "Oh my God, oh God, God." This is according to a Pennsylvania State Police affidavit. Turns out that a married couple, Rita and Richard Zashko, were murdered in their home. Rita had a gunshot wound to the back of her head, and then Richard had wounds in his right hand and temple. Then all of a sudden they announced that there's a person of interest in the case, and that person of interest is Michelle Zashko, the transgender daughter of the victims. Come to find out, Michelle is a Zizian, and it gets even crazier from there. Michelle, she comes from a wealthy family, and she's also highly educated. Okay, she went to Temple University, where she got a master's degree in...
Okay, so I mean, if there is a Kohlberger connection, let's say Kohlberger did do it. Let's just say that. This would be something, this would really have to be looked into, people. And even if he didn't do it and has no connection and knows these people, doesn't know these people at all, this needs to be looked into. I mean, it really does. This would explain a lot, really. Let's keep going. And they're all highly intelligent people.
Bioinformatics, her LinkedIn page. She worked at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia in 2015, where she, quote, analyzed blood samples and physiological data to determine how predictive miRNAs are of neurobehavioral susceptibility in sleep-deprived individuals. Interesting. A spokesperson from the hospital told SF-Gate that Zashko is no longer employed there. Well, Zashko ends up getting in this rationalist online community, meeting Ziz and the Ziz.
Okay. I hate to bring that up, but yeah, Denise, you got to think about that too. Is there a connection? Is there a connection between Dylan and them? I don't know. All I'm doing is I'm sharing what Nor has shared here, Jasmine has shared today, just a couple of hours ago. I even hated to do this because it's only a couple hours old. I would appreciate it if y'all went to her page, Nor Jasmine, and liked the video. Check her out if you haven't checked her out before, because she's very, very good. She runs a very good channel. I just love her. And she's awesome. Anyway,
Zizians. Apparently, when police went to notify Michelle about her parents' death, she lived in Vermont at the time. And remember, her parents were killed in Pennsylvania. So police go to Vermont, they question her, stuff like that. They don't arrest her. But from whatever that interaction was, they were kind of keeping an eye on her. Then 10 days later, she's back in Pennsylvania where her parents were killed. She's staying at a hotel. That's when the police there, they get a warrant and they start searching her hotel room. Well,
Okay, so let's say that BK didn't do it, and that's what I think too. But does he know these people? Does he know these people? And did he know what was going to happen that night? And does he? The thing is, does he know these people? He doesn't have to be involved in the red rooms. But does he know these people? Highly intelligent vegans. Throw the transgender out the window. They're vegans. They're highly intelligent.
in the process of them searching around, they end up finding Ziz, aka Jack, who supposedly is dead, right, from this boating accident, is there in the hotel with Michelle and another Zizian. And so they end up trying to arrest Ziz, but Ziz bizarrely just like plays dead. Like literally, they say that she just lied down on the ground, closed her eyes, and became unresponsive to the point where they had to carry her to the police station. And when they took her mugshot, she's laying down with her eyes closed, like they had to prop her up to take the mugshot because she was playing dead. Like they found out that she faked her death, and then she's like, "Oh shit, they caught me!" Like Ziz was charged with obstruction of justice and disorderly conduct, and after 5 months in jail, they lowered Ziz.
Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole 45 minutes. This is Nor Jasmine. I do believe it's Nor Jasmine. Definitely subscribe and like up, and she gets a lot of views and she's got a lot of subscribers. I think I'm not sure how many subscribers, but I know it's quite a few. And she's got a really good channel. And I really think this should be checked out. I mean, you're talking, look at the dates, November 13th, 2022, they stabbed up a person and used a samurai sword. And that could match what was happening on 11/22. They really have a hard time explaining what kind of knife it was. There was tears. It wasn't exactly a normal knife, red rum. These people go across the country. They have committed multiple red rums. I think it needs to be looked into. They were going to get kicked out of their place on November 15th of 2022. I think they need to be looked into. I'll run a couple more minutes here. Criminal Confidential says once upon a crime time, they mentioned a dirk, dagger, or sword on the search warrant. See, that's what I'm saying. This really needs to be looked into. It's just in San Francisco. It's not that far. And then maybe Enon, maybe there is a connection. I mean, there's too many possibilities here, and I think it should be looked into. That's my opinion. I think other channels should look in, really start just kind of digging into this a little bit just to find out. I'm not saying this is it. I got that in the title of This Is It, or what did I? This has to be it, or is it, or something like that. Exactly, Heather. I'm just saying, like the dates and everything, and what they used, and the naked, the running around naked all the time, and it's just so many things that connect. And I do believe, and I don't know if I'm running Mod Monday tonight or not. I do have surgery tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it at all, and I'm staying overnight. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to run tonight or not. Possibly though, but I'd like to talk about this more. Hi, Leah. How you doing, girl? Yeah, just you'll have to do it on replay, Leah. Right, Mrs. Knapp? I agree. Yeah, so I'm reading some of the comments here. Yeah, I think some of you creators out there, I think this really needs to be kind of looked into a little bit. Might find out it's not them or whatever, but there's so many things there that just makes you wonder. Anyway, that's what I have for today, and hopefully I don't know if I'm, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be doing the Mod Monday tonight or not. If I do, it'll be up shortly. It'll be advertised shortly. I got to think about some things here, and I need to run and do some errands, and so I don't know. Not place where that's just a place at KG Rover listed for sale in 2021. Okay, Heather says, Tommy, the place where the suspect that shot the border agent is very near the place that KG Rover listed for sale in 2021. Now, that's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely worth looking into. So you creators, jump on it, because, yep, exactly. And I'm trying to, Thomas. Yep. I'm trying to. And that's what made me put this up there, because my wisdom is this needs to at least be looked into. I'm not saying that they did it or anything like that, but again, they run around naked. It's a cultish type thing. They wear cloaks, they wear masks, and they commit red rums all over the United States, and they're based out of San Francisco. So I just think it needs to at least be looked into a little more. Let's run a couple more minutes on this.
This is bail that rhymed. Ziz spent $10,000 to post bail, and she's been on the run ever since. Nobody has seen Ziz since posting bail in 2023. So now it's 2023. They're basically all on the run. Basically, they're all in hiding, and now the Zizians are in North Carolina at an Airbnb, and they end up getting another Airbnb next to each other.
So they moving all over the country, and after 2022, they in 2023 they split. They all go their own ways. Why? What made them do that? You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Anyway, again, this is Nora Jasmine's channel. Definitely check her out. You can watch the rest of the video there. And like I said, I think this should be looked into. Very intelligent people committing red rums across the United States. They wear cloaks. It is a cult. They wear cloaks, and this would match things like what we've been talking about throughout this whole thing. We were bringing up like Doug Wilson, and if there's a, we've seen cloaks, robes, weird masks, and here is a group of people that do that, and they're from San Francisco. And on November 13th, they knifed up somebody with regular knives and with a samurai sword on November 13th. I mean, I don't know, folks. I think it needs to at least be looked into. And that's what I got for today. You can find that again. I got the link to her page down in the descriptions. Yeah, definitely dark stuff. It is. You're right, Mrs. Knapp. Kind of sad. Yeah, San Francisco's kind of turned into a sad story to me. Yeah. But anyway, let me see here. Checking on something here. And what is today? Monday? Yeah, we'll just do something now here. You guys all have a great day. My subs, you are my heart, and my mods, you are my soul. And until next time, rock and roll. Definitely investigate this, people. Look into it. At least look into it. And maybe email me or leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments if you find out anything about these people. Definitely leave it in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Okay. Until next time, rock and roll. I'm trying to find something to play here. Something that I don't want to go too rocky in the day here. I'm not in that kind of mood. So we're going to do something mellow, like going to California. See you later.
Spend my days with a woman unkind, smoke my stuff and drink all my wine. Made up my mind to make a new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. If someone told me there's a girl out there with love in her eyes and flowers in her hair, took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you they're all the same. The sea was red and the sky was gray. Wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. The canyons and the mountains start to tremble and shake. Children of the sun begin to awake. It seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch on the nose, and it's starting to flow. I think I might be sinking. Throw me a line if I reach it in time. Meet you up there where the path runs straight and high. To find a queen without a king. says she plays the guitar and cries and sings la 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 la. Ride a white mare at the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman who's never, never, never been born. Standing on my hill in the mountain of dreams and telling myself it's not as hard as it seems.
Black crow in the night, shadows dance on the ground. Whispers of the cold wind, they sing stories of grief. Red eyes stare from the top of the abyss. Black wings in silence, they tell stories never seen before. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weight of endless secrets. The eternal cry of the dead, echoes of despair. Sharp beat brings with it the harbinger of doom. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weight of endless secrets. There is no light in this corner, only the crow on the balcony. What does it reveal to those who see it? The truth is that no one believes. Fly high, dark crow, take the pain from this place. In your feathers all the weight of endless secrets.